And now on to Mayor's comments. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. Very special day in the city of Everett. Rotary is here today to give an incredible gift to our Streets Initiative process, and I have a proclamation that I'll read in a few moments, but I just want to tell all the Rotarians that are here what an honor it's been to be a Rotarian since 1977, off and on and in and out of the state with corporate assignments, so there was some interruption in my time serving as a Rotarian, but what an incredible organization. And we're, in a moment, we'll talk about honoring Steve and Joe Saunders for their incredible generosity to this community. So I'm going to read this proclamation, and then I'm going to ask President Peterson to come forward. Whereas the City of Everett Streets Initiative Committee was appointed to examine the city street-level social issues, and whereas the committee's final report included a recommendation for a housing-first model to provide affordable, low-barrier, supportive, and secure housing for individuals experiencing homelessness, and whereas the city adopted this recommendation and designated Catholic Community Services of Western Washington to develop and operate Everett's first such facility. And whereas the Rotary Club of Everett elected to participate in this project as part of the club's centennial year celebration. And whereas former Everett Rotary Club President Steve Saunders and his wife Jo left $100,000 from their estate to the club for a community project. And whereas the Rotary Club of Everett is directing this bequest to fund the community room in the new Housing First facility being planned in Everett. Whereas the community room will be named Steve and Joe Saunders. Now, therefore, I, Ray Stephenson, Mayor of the City of Everett, do hereby proclaim June 28, 2017 as Steve and Joe Saunders Appreciation Day in recognition of their generosity and their contributions that they've made to our community. Signed this 28th day of June. So, Ed, if I could present this proclamation to you.
Well, my name is Ed Peterson. I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Everett. I live in Everett at 1524 Grand Avenue, and I'm delighted to be here today with my Rotary colleagues from the Rotary Club of Everett, a club that is celebrating 100 years of service in the community of Everett. Founded first meeting in December of 1916, got our charter from Rotary International as the 272nd club in the world. On March 1st, 1917. There are now 35,000 clubs in the world, so we're quite honored to be one of those early entities in the Rotary story internationally. We are celebrating our 100th year this year with a variety of activities. In fact, we've been rolling out 5 $100,000 projects in honor or commemorating those 100 years. And today is a very special day because we get to do the third of those 5 in today's ceremony. Mayor Stephenson, we have been honored to have you as a member of our club. Councilman Jeff Moore, also a member of our club. Glad you got here for this part of your council meeting. I really want to do 2 things. One is I want to honor Steve Saunders for a moment, in that he was the source of this money. And secondly, I want to present a check to the Catholic Housing Services. So I'm going to start by asking Randy Hansen, past president of our Rotary Club and very deep and good and close friend of Steve Saunders, to come up and say a few words about our past president, Steve Saunders.
Well, I'm not sure how you say what you need to say about Steve and Joe Saunders in 90 minutes, but I'll try. They were married for for 65 years, and during that entire 65 years, they meant a lot to this community, as I think most everybody in this room knows. Probably not going to tell any secrets about Steve and Joe today, but you know, they were the type of people that you just felt special in their presence, and they did that to everybody. Steve was the president of the Rotary Club. He joined in 1952. He was the president in June of 1958. I often teased him about how I was 1 year old the year that he was president of the Rotary Club. And he was in that Rotary Club for 62 years. And Rotary meant a lot to him. The community meant a lot to him. And when he made the gift, he and I talked a number of times over his lifetime about different gifts and things with Rotary. And the one thing that he loved about Rotary was that he trusted the people within Rotary to make right decisions. And that was, I think, part of his reasoning for leaving the gift. And the gift was really, look, Rotary Club of Everett, do something of good within our community. They would be thrilled to know that they were still being honored and remembered. So, one other thing before I forget is that their daughter Mary and son-in-law John are here today, and they brought with a picture that was hanging in Steve's office for years. Not going to surprise any of you who the artist was there. It's a Bernie Weber. It appears that it was drawn sometime in the late 1950s and was given to Steve and hung in his office the entire time that he had it until he finally hung it up at age 90 or something like that. And they've suggested that we give this along with the gift to hang in that room that is going to memorialize both Steve and Joe. So thank you.
Four members of our Rotary Club served on the Mayor's Streets Initiative Task Force. That was 4 of 23 members, and so the themes around the issues on the streets of Everett have resonated through our club, through those participants and several others who have been staff and members of council and our mayor. So when we formed a Centennial Committee, this topic came up, but we looked broad and wide for what the best project was. The mayor did put in a little plug for this particular project, and in fact, we ended up with 3 different homeless projects in our work plan for this year. So we're delighted today to be able to invite Catholic Housing Services to come forward. We have created a very special check for you. We hope that this will pass muster at the bank. It's made out to Catholic Housing Services. That's the developer of the project, because we want this to go into the building and to help create that community space that the residents will benefit from. Catholic Community Services will be partnering with Catholic Housing Services in providing the service program. We wish them the best in the project. We look forward to the groundbreaking. We look forward to a ribbon cutting, and we want you to know that we are partners with you in this important work, as we are with our mayor and with our city in responding to the Streets Initiative project. Actually, in case that one doesn't here's the real chat.
We went to the terminal so we can get a picture of city council behind you.
All right.
Okay.
There you go. Great, thank you.
This is much more impressive.
What's he doing back there?
Great.